I'm going to be talking about presente continuo, and the basics charts for this is estar, which is estoy, estás, está, estamos, están, and just the meaning of that is am, you are, she is, we are, you all are. So those are just the basic meanings of those. And basically the way you use this is you have your verb, and well, let's start with this. So yo, you're gonna go back to your pronombres chart. Your pronombres are yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ella, ellas, and ustedes. So you go back and look. So for yo, you have estoy. So it's yo estoy. For él, you'll have está. And for ellas, you just have están. So basically, you just match up the correct pronombre and part from the chart. Once you get to the verb part, after you've conjugated that, you go to the verb and you take off the ending like you always do, and it leaves you with com. And for er and ir, you want to use iendo for your endings. And for ar, you use ando. So when you take off that ending and you want to take the er-ir ending and put iendo. So that would be your verb. So let's say it was yo comer. You would say yo estoy comiendo. So for hablar, you just want to take off the ending and have your base. And then you add the ando because it's the ar. So hablando. And then for vivir, it's the er-ir. So you take off that ending, have viv, and add iendo. So those are just the basics of the verbs. Now let's try and put it into sentences. So, yo blank la comida para cena. So I blank the food for dinner. So I think the best verb from down here would be I am preparing the food for dinner. So what we're going to do is find the best fitting from the chart estar. So yo estoy. And then we take this verb, take the ending off, and have prepare. And then since we have the ar ending, you're going to add ando. So we have yo estoy preparando la comida para cena. Number 2, we have nosotros blank su cumpleaños. So we blank her birthday or his birthday. I think celebrate would be the best use for this. So we're going to find what goes best, what matches up. So nosotros estamos. And we pick celebrar, so for our verb, take off the ending and add ando. Make sure I spell it right. Rondo. So nosotros estamos celebrando su cumpleaños. So number 3, we have ellos blank regalos en su fiesta. So they blank gifts to her party. I think the best verb down here would be receive. So we go to ellos, find están. And if we're using receive, we take off that ending. Recibiendo. So ellas están recibiendo regalos en su fiesta. Number 4. El blank para un perro. So he blank for a dog. So he sings, no. He studies, that doesn't make sense. So he wishes. So if he wishes for a dog, we're going to go find the he. So what matches up is el and está. So el está. And if he wishes, we take off the ending. And it leaves us with D-E-S-E. And you add that A-R ondo. So él está deseando para un perro. So number 5 is ella blank español uno. So she sings, she studies. I think we're going to use she teaches. So she and está match up just like he did. And if she teaches, we're going to take that AR off. And add the ondo since it was AR. So, ustedes blank la lección. You all blank the lesson. So we either have sing, study, or comprehend. So it could be study, but I think for what else we have, because next we're going to have study the test. So comprender. So we take off that ER. First we're going to find ustedes. Matches up with están. And we took off that ER. And we're going to have comprendiendo. It's a long word, but it's ustedes están comprendiendo la lección. Number 7, ellos blank para la prueba. So ellos would match up with están. And so they study for the test. So estudiar, we take off that AR. And we have estudiando. Because again, we just use the AR for ondo. 2 blank a la música. So the only one we have left, but the best fitting one would be cantar. But for 2, we go up and look for 2. And we match it with estás. So 2 estás. Cantando. So that's it for this lesson, but some just key things to remember is, just like the last lesson, you always want to match up your pronombres with your chart. So if it's yo, it's estoy. If it's tú, it's estás, and so on. Another thing to remember is if it is ER, IR, you add yendo to the end, and if it's AR, it's ondo. Make sure you're always taking off that ending and adding on that second ending. Anything from the chart always goes before the verb, but after the noun.